As I want to do a pretty comprehensive Tom's House Awards year-end list, I'm trying to watch as many films that come out in 2012 as possible, even if I don't really want to see them. The ones I really don't want to see, I won't watch. Clearly, anything with like your Justin Bieber or Selena Gomez and all that sort of thing, I'm clearly not going to watch them. But I want to try and watch as many films as possible, good and bad, in the middle, middling, just so I can do an accurate list of what's good and bad at the end of 2012. I could end up watching something and really like it, and I would have not given it the time of day at the cinema. Obviously, I've got to be choosy at the cinema. It's £8 a pop. I don't. Well, I could spend that sort of money, but I don't really want to on something I'm not too sure about. I'll wait 4 months till it comes out. So I started doing that this week, as it's May now, and obviously you've got the gap has ended for films that were out at the start of the year. And the first one I watched was The Devil Inside, which is a review I'm going to write and will be in a regular blog. Obviously, I'm not going to write about every film I see that I didn't like, because most of the time it would be a waste of time, my time. With that in mind, I want to talk about This Means War. I've just watched it and it's just spectacularly vile. If you didn't know, This Means War is about two CIA agents, Tuck, Tom Hardy, who Christ knows what he's doing in this. Everyone knows what a great actor Tom Hardy is, and he is slumming it in this. I guess it was the old drove up to his house with a lorry full of money, because it sure as hell wasn't the script. Anyway, he plays Tuck. British people can be CIA agents. Apparently that's a thing. Chris Pine plays FDR. Yes, that's short for Franklin Delano Roosevelt. But that's his name. That's the character's name. Is FDR. As a friend pointed out when we were talking about it, no one ever questions this guy's name. Like it's a pretty out there name. It's not even the most well-known president. It's not like a Washington or a Kennedy or a Bush. FDR Foster is this guy's name. So his full name is Franklin Delano Roosevelt Foster. Excellent. Anyway, they're both CIA agents, best friends forever, who both start dating completely accidentally the same woman, Reese Witherspoon, who plays Lauren. When they find out, this turns into an increasingly bizarre game of one-upmanship, where they try and rain on the parade of each other while they're having a date with Lauren, who, by the way, Reese Witherspoon, never been the most attractive woman in the world, and it's bordering on sci-fi that two men who are seemingly well liked by women like Chris Pine and Tom Hardy would be bothering with her at all. Anyway, so they try and outdo each other while they're trying to get into the pants of trying to just even thinking about the term the pants of Reese Witherspoon just sent a cold shiver up my spine. Okay, shake it off. So that's the plot. Now the film's dumb. Even people who like it will admit it's fucking stupid. That's not my problem with it. My problem with it isn't that the whole action is an afterthought. McG is the director. He's not, you're never going to get a great film out of the guy, but he has been capable of doing the odd inventive action scene. Pilot episode of Chuck. His one saving grace. He directed the pilot episode of Chuck, and that had some great action in it. There's it's not that the action is an afterthought. It's not that all the jokes fall flat on their ass. I didn't laugh once during this film. Clearly, I'm not the target audience for this film, and it's not. I can't see a target audience being women. I can't see the target audience being guys. The target audience is clearly idiots, right? Because it's not funny. The action is just Oh yeah, we better throw some action in there. And my main problem, above everything else, is that the film is vile. The film's message is vile. You have to be in a relationship. It's the most important thing in the world. It's more important than your friends. It's more important than your family. It's more important than your job. And this is a big ass job they've got. They work for the CIA. It's more important than all of those things. When you go and see your friends, it's all you talk about. You go to work, it's all you talk about. When you sit at home at night, it's all you think about. It's a whole film is how important it is to be in a relationship, and it's just a horrible message overall. It just really, really rubbed me up the wrong way. That um, it's just a very unlikable film with pretty unlikable characters. Tom Hardy's portrayal of Bronson was more sympathetic than his portrayal of Tuck. That's what we're talking about here. Um, I've seen it. I can't unsee it now, but wow, it's up there. It's at the top of the worst films of the year so far. Even Kicking Chronicle flying off the top spot. This Means War is just horrendous. I can't advise you enough to miss it, even if you're a fan of Pine, Hardy, or God help you, Witherspoon. It's a miss. Yeah, an offensive, repugnant miss.